Good morning, Magic. I'm Gavin Verhey from Wizards of the Coast. And today we announced our collaboration with Netflix to bring you a Stranger Things Secret Lair. Now, I'm sure you have a lot of questions about this one, and rightfully so. I want to talk you through what we're doing this time around and how it's different from previous times and how we've taken your feedback into account with this release. This is a really important video, and I encourage you to watch it all the way through to get all of the information. Ready? Let's go. When Stranger Things launched on Netflix in 2016, I was immediately hooked. I devoured the first season. I loved the characters, the plots, the nostalgic throwbacks. It was so much fun. And maybe the thing I loved the most was that Dungeons & Dragons not just showed up in the game, but was actually pivotal to the plot. That was so cool. The Duffer Brothers, two of the people behind the show, are big fans of both D&D and of Magic. Seeing D&D on the screen so many times has been awesome, and we've worked with them as time has gone on to even release D&D branded products. So the connection has always been there. And this is the first time we're tapping into them with Magic. So what we're doing is we're releasing a secret lair of Stranger Things cards. These cards are universes beyond. They're black bordered and they're mechanically unique. Now, this is a very cool opportunity for Magic to bring the characters and the world of Stranger Things to life. I mean, we were just geeking out talking about designing it, and we're really excited about all the new fans it might bring into the game. But with all that said, it required a great degree of caution. There has been a ton of feedback about this kind of stuff in the past, and I want to talk to you about what we're doing differently this time around. First and foremost, and I'm sure this is the question on many of your minds, we will be making in-world Magic versions of these cards in addition to the Stranger Things versions. The way these are going to work is very similar to the Godzilla monsters from Ikoria. There's going to be the Stranger Things versions of these cards and the in Magic World versions of these cards, but for each version in your deck, you can only play up to 4 of that mechanical version, or 1 if you're playing Commander. And while they're not using that title bar treatment that Ikoria did with another name beneath the name, they're going to function in exactly the same way. This is something that we got truly a tremendous amount of feedback about last time, and that this time I'm really excited we're doing differently. If you want to play with Stranger Things versions, that's great, they're there for you. And if you want the Magic flavored versions of the cards, you can play with those as well. We also heard a ton of feedback from players about Secret Lair exclusivity. And how players were concerned that if they didn't buy this exact Secret Lair right now, they would never have a chance at these mechanical cards again. And the solution we came up with changes this too. So what's the plan? Well, to start with, what we're doing is we're putting copies of these cards, the in-world Magic flavored versions, on the list, which you can find in set boosters. Now, these will be showing up on a higher frequency. We think there's a pretty good chance this will get enough of these cards out there. But if it doesn't, we're not afraid to put them in other upcoming products to make sure you can get your hands on these cards. This way, the Stranger Things Secret Lair versions remain a special collectible that you can only get during this drop. But if what you want is to just play with the cards, we can reprint these in-world Magic versions of the cards as many times as we want in the future. Now, due to how our timelines work on this one, you'll be seeing these in set boosters about 6 months after the release of the Secret Lair. I would love to know your feedback on these changes in the comments down below. And while you're thinking about that, let's talk about another angle of these cards, their competitive playability. Now, I can't show you any of the cards today, but what I do want to talk about is the philosophy behind designing the cards this time around. These are not intended for competitive constructed play. They're really meant to be both a cool collectible that represents the characters, as well as being something for Commander. And I can't say quite why yet, but trust me, when you see these cards, they are really for Commander. In fact, these cards are so targeted for Commander that they were designed by Glenn Jones, one of the lead Commander designers at Wizards. We also sent them over to the entire Commander Rules Committee for their review. Now, I know that was a ton of information. And if you want to see more information or to see all this written out, please check out our article over on dailymtg.com. But now I would really love to know what you think about all of this, because I'm going to take your feedback directly to the Secret Lair team. Do you like this? Do you dislike this? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'll talk with you again soon. And in the meantime, may you not find yourself in the upside down. You got this. If you're in the mood for something really spicy, red-green is the Storm deck. Yes, you heard that right, the Storm deck. Using some brand new Storm cards, this wants you to play a bunch of spells in one turn and then play a Storm card to reap the benefit for it. Now, unlike Storm cards in Constructed, you're not looking to kill in one turn, just get